Sorry, this switch isn't the best. Mr. Miller sitting up here smiling, laughing. Okay, what a treat for the students to see someone so young play like that and know that they can reach those kind of heights if they desire to and if they put in the hard work. Because it takes a lot of time and effort to play the saxophone like that, I promise you. I have to go back for a second because I didn't say what I wanted to say. I was talking about influences and then I started talking about high school and John and all this. And I didn't say what I really wanted to say about Mr. Barry, my high school band director. And that if it weren't for him, I would definitely not be standing here. I would not be doing that what I love every day, working with these fabulous children. And I also, because of all of that stuff, but then he also was my supervisor in Columbus City Schools when I taught in Columbus, like John. And so he brought me back into teaching when there was a time when I might not have. So I want to say thank you again publicly to him. I'm really glad he's here. And thank you for influencing my life this way. Mr. Barry. And Kate, I didn't tell you that he's a bass player. So there, he's watching you. Okay. So some of you might remember last March when we have our guest artists come in and we have all the middle school bands come in. Our guest artist last year was the Hilliard Bradley band director, Mr. Andy Rice, great trombone player, friend of mine. And he brought to us a tune by the Hunter Tones. Anybody ever heard of the Hunter Tones? Okay, those guys are really nice people and they're probably super nice because of the connection with Columbus. Most of them went to Ohio State University. A couple of them, I think a lot of them have degrees from Ohio State University. The two guys that I'm most acquainted with have music education degrees from Ohio State University. Of course, they're living the dream right now, and they're traveling the world actually through the State Department, and they took this wonderful tour, and they're going to be coming to town in early April and doing some concerts and things here in town. And they come from time to time. My daughter took me to see them last June for my birthday. So they're a wonderful group of talented young men who studied jazz but also got education degrees, as I mentioned. So anyway, Andy brought us this tune called The Gwiz. Did you like that, you guys? Yeah. Not all of them played it, but they really, really enjoyed that. So then the combo last spring at Jazz Night, you might remember, played Welcome to the Neighborhood, which they worked on their own, and that was another Hunter Tones tune. Just love that stuff. And so I decided as I was getting ready for this program, I would reach out to Andy and ask him if he knew if they had some other tunes. Well, Andy didn't get back to me. Andy. But it didn't matter, so I got on the Hunter Tones website. I emailed Chris Ott, who actually is a classmate, I believe, went to OSU with Mr. Bradshaw. And so I emailed Chris, and Chris is a trombone player, and he got back with me pretty quickly. And I said, do you have anything? No, but I was thinking about arranging TOGO for big band, because their group is a small group. It's just got one trombone, and et cetera. So, before I knew it, I had the PDF, I had all the music, and it was really cheap. And he didn't give it to me, but it was very, very reasonable. And so started introducing it to the kids, and of course, you'll be able to tell by the way they play it, I think. This is called TOGO. And it's written, like I said, they had traveled for the State Department, and with this, their backing all over 50, I have to read my email again, but I think Chris said 15 different countries. And so then they started, their whole latest album is based on their travels and the music. And so Togo is a country in Africa right next to Ghana, right, Nate? And Nate's from Ghana. And so we, like I said, Chris got the tune, and Chris emailed me all the parts and everything. And this is in recognition of the joy that the Togolese people have. He just really commented and was impressed by that, and I think you'll hear it in the music. This is Togo, and we're going to hear a solo from Mr. Haberman on the guitar. And there's also a group solo section, which will have numerous people, including Jacob and Joey and Morgan and Blake. And it's Blake's birthday. Happy birthday, Blake. And Meg Henry again, and Justin, and who am I missing? And Cameron, yep, okay. Group solo with those guys, this is Togo. Oh, and we've added Benjamin again. Yay, hi Benjamin. So did that sound joyful to you? Do you think they like it?